want justice, you say how? Hands off Lebanon now! We want justice, you say how? Hands off Lebanon now! Hands off Palestine now! Hands off our people now! We want justice, you say how? Stop arming Israel now! We want justice, you say how? Arms embargo now! Arms embargo now! Arms embargo now! This November we remember! Our demands we won't surrender! This November we remember! You're a genocide defender! This November we remember! Our demands we won't surrender! And we demand liberation! And the Zionist occupation! We demand liberation! And the Zionist occupation! And the Zionist occupation! We want justice, you say how? Arms embargo now! Arms embargo now! Hands off our people now! Stop arming Israel now! We want justice, you say how? Arms embargo now! Arms embargo now! Arms embargo now!
Arms embargo now! Arms embargo now! We want justice, you say how? Arms embargo now! And we want justice, you say how? Arms embargo now! We want justice, you say how? Hands off Jabalia now! We want justice, you say how? Hands off Jabalia now! Hands off North Gaza now! Hands off Palestine now! Hands off Lebanon now! Hands off our people now! Hands off our people now! Over 100,000 dead! How wash your hands is red! Over 100,000 dead! Trump, your hands is red! Said over 100,000 dead! All these politicians red! Over 100,000 dead! Schumer, your hands are red! Schumer, your hands are red! From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free! And from the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever! Palestine will live forever! Palestine will live forever! Lebanon will live forever! Lebanon will live forever! We want justice, you say how? Stop bombing Gaza now! And we want justice, you say how? Hands off Gaza now! Hands off Jabalia now! Hands off Rafah now! Hands off Beit Hanun! Hands off Lebanon! Our demands we won't surrender. In November we'll remember. Our demands we won't surrender. And in November we'll remember. Our demands we won't surrender. We want justice, you say how? Arms embargo now. We want justice, you say how? Arms embargo now. Say we want justice, you say how? Arms embargo now. 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 That's right, people of New York City. Today we stand here on November 2nd. It's clear from this crowd, from the protests we've seen erupt and stay strong in this city every day since October 8th, that the people in their masses, in all of their diversity, stand with the people of Gaza and with the people of Palestine. It is clear that the main demand of American people, of people across the world, is an arms embargo and a stop to this genocidal assault. This American genocide on Gaza, on Lebanon, and on the broader Arab region must be stopped. Shame on all who endorse it, shame on all who send weapons, and shame on all who plan and provide political support. At the head of them, shame on the U.S. ruling class, who since day one has been leading this genocidal onslaught on our people. And shame on their despicable attempt to use the elections as a way to sideline the people's main demand. As a way to pretend that this issue, the issue of Gaza, the issue of Palestine, the issue of imperialism, is not the number one issue for the people of America. Today we stand here, we have contingents from Queens, Filipinos, Koreans, teachers, tech workers, youth, students. What more can we say? This is all of New York City. This is what the people want. Arms embargo now. And what the people will not allow, what we have been clear on since October 8th, since October 7th, before that, in fact, is that we will not vote for genocide. We are here today to assert our demand for an arms embargo for the freedom of the more than 10,000 Palestinian political prisoners who are stuck, rotting away, thrown away, resisting still in brutal Zionist prisons. We are here to lift the siege on Gaza, and we are here for a free Palestine from the river to the sea. And none of this movement would have been possible without millions and thousands and millions of ordinary people joining the streets, organizing, and building the kind of force we need to continue to assert this demand until November 5th and beyond November 5th. And none of it would have been possible without several organizations leading this movement. And I'm going to call up now Lulu from the Palestinian Youth Movement, one of the organizations that I'm proud to be a member of that has been in this fight since before October 7th and will be in it until the end.
Thank you everyone for being here today. We gather here on the Saturday before the U.S. elections. 392 days since the beginning of the U.S. genocide on Gaza. In that time, the empire whose belly we stand in has funded over 70% of the military operations responsible for what is nothing short of a Holocaust against the Palestinian people. With our tax dollars, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, and Democrat and Republican politicians alike have funded Israel's slaughter of hundreds of thousands of our people to the tune of billions and billions of dollars. Shame! This election year, we declared that if genocide is not a red line, then in fact, no red lines exist for U.S. politicians. In the past year of tireless mobilizations, our movement of people, millions of people across North America, has borne witness to the moral bankruptcy, the shameless bloodlust, and the corrupt treachery of elected officials. They were put in office by their constituents to serve their own districts and their own communities, but instead have spent the past year directing their attention, their campaign funds, and our taxpayer dollars to the machine of mass destruction, the genocidal death cult that is Zionism and the Zionist Project. After 1 year of sidelining our movement, of refusing to even pay lip service to our demands, these same politicians now ask for our votes on November 5th. Shame! As Palestinians, as Arabs, and as people of conscience, we say, for us to vote for any politician who has materially supported Israel during this genocide would be the moral equivalent of signing our names with our people's blood, our mothers and fathers' blood, our cousins and aunts and uncles' blood, our children's blood. We refuse to be moved, and we refuse to vote for a single elected official who in this past year has chosen to ignore the will of the masses and their tireless efforts to stop this genocide. We refuse to vote for any elected official who's remained complicit in the mass slaughter of our people, whether through voting in support of continued arms shipments or through accepting blood money from AIPAC and other Zionist lobbying groups. On November 5th, we cast no votes for genocide. No matter who wins the U.S. election, our work to end this genocide continues. We will remain steadfast in our convictions and continue to take matters into our own hands. The movement calls for a people's arms embargo. If these politicians had the political will, they would call for an arms embargo of the Zionist entity. In a day, they could hold all arms to the entity, but they choose every day to not. The weapons being used to murder and maim our people in Gaza are being manufactured and assembled in the United States. They are transported through our highways, ports, and airports. And companies like Maersk ship weapons to Israel used to kill our people. So we will take up the fight. We will take up the fight. Join us in our transnational campaign against Maersk. We will not rest until all weapons are permanently stopped from reaching the Zionist entity. Liberation will not come from politicians or from any vote cast on a ballot in the belly of the empire. Rather, it will be us, the free people of the world and the Palestinian people, to continue our struggle from wherever we are, and for as long as necessary, until Zionism is dismantled and Palestine is free. The struggle continues. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Thank you.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Arms embargo now!
Arms embargo now!
We want justice, you say how? Arms embargo now! 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 That's right, we need an arms embargo right now. And so long as politicians refuse to grant it, something they easily could do, a stroke of the pen, and this brutal massacre is over, we will be here fighting and enacting a people's arms embargo against companies like Maersk, some of the leading supply chain companies most responsible for the genocide of our people in Gaza. Right now, there are people collecting signatures for Maersk, passing out flyers. Please see them. Please take the flyers for our Monday night volunteer meeting every Monday at the 6:30 at the People's Forum, so we can continue building a movement for a people's arms embargo. And not only is a people's arms embargo needed for justice and freedom and peace in Palestine and the world over, but also for the general people of the world. When the United States sent THAAD, the THAAD defense system, to Israel, we learned that this had already been in Korea for many years, and the people of Korea had been resisting this system for many years. The people of Korea also are fighting for a people's arms embargo. And I'm going to call up a leading Korean organization and a leader in this fight, Elliot from Noduto, to address us more about the necessity for this arms embargo right now. No boots in the ground, no bombs in the air. U.S. out of everywhere. No boots on the ground, no bombs in the air. U.S. out of everywhere. No boots on the ground, no bombs in the air. U.S. out of everywhere. U.S. out of everywhere. Hands up, Korea now. Hands up, Palestine now. Hands up, Korea now. Hands up, Palestine now. Hello, my name is Elliot, and I'm a member of Noruto for Korean Community Development. We are just 3 days away from Election Day. 3 days before the deceitful spectacle they put on every 4 years to tell us that democracy is on the line. We call bullshit. They are lying to us. What kind of democracy, what kind of democratic nation spoon feeds its citizens only 2 candidates for an election that, no matter what the outcome, will result in a morally bankrupt, depraved, genocidal funding executive office? What democracy? The kind where they send more bombs, more warships, more planes to kill tens of thousands of Palestinian, Lebanese, and Yemeni children, women, men, and journalists who dare to resist the deadly occupation. As anti-imperialist Koreans, we stand here today to tell Trump and Harris, the 2 faces of the same ruling class, that we will not let any
party get away with committing genocide of the Palestinian people. You may have seen a Korean elder, Do Gun-yeon. The sign says, "I hate all American presidents. Biden, Trump, Harris, we hate all of them." She is a village elder in a small farming village of Soseung-guri in Korea, where the U.S. deployed hundreds of troops and billion-dollar missile systems called THAAD. The same missile systems the U.S. deployed to Israel.
Shame.
She knows, and we know, that every single time the U.S. props up an election, they're lying. She knows, and we know, the Democrats and the Republicans, every president they put up is a deadly, bloodthirsty president to dominate every region in the world. So yeah, democracy is on the line. But it won't be decided on November 5th. Every hour, every day, how we act and what we will do to fight against U.S. imperialism is when we decide democracy. Palestinians have challenged the imperialist narrative that the U.S. is not the defender of democracy, but only a death merchant of people fighting for liberation, for their love of their land and people. So comrades, here in Noruto, anti-imperialists across the world, we will fight with you until you return to your rivers, until you return to your trees, till you return to your oceans, and you return to your lands until Palestine is free. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! And from the sea to the river! Palestine will live forever! Palestine will live forever! Palestine will live forever! That's right! Palestine will live forever! Forever, forever, forever! Regardless of the plans of the American ruling class, regardless of the plans of the crowns and the generals in the Zionist entity, and regardless of the plans of any force that has different opinions, Palestine will live forever. Today is November 2nd. Today, November 2nd, 2024, we are here to say arms embargo now, and we are here to say no votes for genocide. But we are also here to remember that today is the anniversary of the 107th anniversary of the signing of the Balfour Declaration. Shame! 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 Shame on the American ruling class, shame on the British ruling class, shame on all imperialists that see their role, that see themselves arrogantly as able to divide up a map where people live as if it's a board game. But also let us remember today that we have been in struggle for more than 107 years. The Palestinian people have been struggling for more than 107 years. And they will continue to struggle for another 107 years until liberty, freedom, and justice is completely achieved. And in order to do that, we need strong organizations. We need strong leaders. We need people building a movement against imperialism, against capitalism, and against all of the forces designed to oppress and expropriate our people. And with that, I'm honored to call up a leader from the Party for Socialism for Liberation that's been at this for many, many years, showing us what we need to do in our neighborhoods and communities to build towards a free and completely liberated Palestine. Claudia De La Cruz from the Party for Socialism and Liberation.
We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
You laws of Gaza now! We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Stop bombing Gaza now!
Stop bombing Gaza now!
Stop bombing Lebanon now!
Stop bombing Lebanon now!
Stop bombing Yemen now!
Stop bombing Yemen now!
How y'all do it? Are we strong? Are we steadfast in our commitment for the liberation of Palestine? And we're gonna let these corrupted, warmongering politicians know this on November 5th. We're going to take our protests, we're going to take our demands to the ballot box and let them know no more votes for genocide. I wanted to share something with you. My child is turning 10 this year. He's turning actually 10 in 3 days. And for the past year, he's been coming with me to these protests. And he's been concerned about the lives of the Palestinian people, especially the babies. I am not going to teach my child to defend and protect a democracy that does not have the backbone, that does not have the spine to stand against genocide. I am not going to teach my baby to protect a democracy that allows for 800 people to die every day from poverty in the wealthiest country in the world. I refuse to teach my child to defend a democracy that kills his people. So whenever any of the two ruling class candidates stands and speaks about why they lost this election, we need to remind them. We need to remind them that they lost because they support genocide, and there is no democracy in anyone and anything that promotes or finances the killing of babies. We need to remind them that it has been under a so-called democratic charge that cop cities have emerged all across this country. We must remind them that the only ones interfering with this election is called AIPAC and the Zionists. That it is not China, that it is not Russia, that it is not the migrants, it's not the black voters. It is the ruling class that are the only ones to blame for the deficiencies of this two-party system. I refuse to teach my child that we must choose a tortured democracy, a ruling class democracy, over the life of human beings and the planet. And this election cycle will end. But we are here to remind the world that this movement for liberation, the liberation of Palestine, the liberation of the African countries, the liberation of Puerto Rico, and every nation that lives under the boot of U.S. imperialism, that this anti-imperialist movement is one that has spine, is one that has backbone, is one that has history, and we will continue until liberation. Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine!
Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Brothers and sisters, it is clear. It could not be any more clear that the people of the world stand with Palestine. The people of the world stand with Gaza, from the north to the south, and all of Palestine and the people of Lebanon against this brutal genocide, regardless of the pathetic attempts to distract, to hide, to conceal this, to beat people back, to browbeat, and to pretend that this is not the number one issue of the day. Arms embargo is the number one issue of the day for all people. For all people. In every community in New York City, in every community in the world. I'm going to call up now Minahil from the South Asian left movement to address us more on the need for an arms embargo and on the need to bring this struggle as far as it can possibly be brought.
And I'm speaking today on behalf of Salam, an anti-imperialist South Asian political organization that draws on the traditions of revolutionary Marxism. Over a year into genocide and Palestinian steadfastness and resistance, and days before a sham election between two genocidal capitalists, we say no votes for genocide, and we stand in full solidarity with the Palestinian struggle for freedom by any means necessary. Comrades, this week, liberals are going to tell us we owe them our vote to save this country from fascism. It's too late for all that. We're not interested in pledging ourselves to false systems that only promise more bombs, more weapons, and more death for our people in Palestine, in Lebanon, in Kashmir, in Cuba. No. We believe that now is the time for organized and sustained pressure on the architects of genocide in Palestine and to weaken the ties between countries who are enabling violence against oppressed and occupied peoples. For us at Salam, these countries, of course, include, right here, the United States, and a target we've just launched a campaign against, India. Following the leadership of our PYM comrades' Mask Off MERS campaign, our campaign targets Indian capital. Tata Bye Bye demands that Tata, a major arms manufacturer and darling of Indian capitalism, disclose its ties to Israel and divest from those investments. Not only does Tata have a history of enacting violence against indigenous groups in India, against Palestinians, Kashmiris, but it supplies funding to the BJP, the party behind the rise of Hindu nationalism in India. It also has joint ventures with Boeing and Lockheed Martin and supplies defense technology to the UN. Also has contracts with MERS. Tomorrow, we take to the streets to go after Tata. Tata's biggest and most valuable subsidiary, TCS, is based right here in our city and is the title sponsor of a major New York City event happening tomorrow, taking over all 5 boroughs, the New York City Marathon. For weeks, the Tata Bye Bye Coalition has gone after Tata's whitewashing of its genocidal reputation by demanding the NYC Marathon drop TCS. Runners and New York residents have sent over 2,000 letters that have been ignored by the New York Roadrunners, so now we're taking to the streets. All across New York City tomorrow, runners in the largest marathon in the world working class people, South Asians, our comrades in our coalition, including PYMN No Datol, are joining us to say that NYRR should drop TCS. Our institutions, our major events of this city should not be funded by blood money, by arms manufacturer money. Join us at solidarity sites in Long Island City and Harlem tomorrow at 10 a.m. to demand New York Roadrunners drop Tata, join us in going after and weakening the ties between Indian, U.S., and Israeli capital. This is just the beginning of a long, long fight to bring down Indian, Israeli, U.S. capital. No votes for genocide. Thank you. From Kashmir to Palestine, occupation is a crime.
Thank you, Salam. No votes for genocide. No votes for genocide. No votes for genocide. When we say no votes for genocide, we mean that this is the cause of the people of the world and we will not be ignored. The Palestinian people, the fight for Palestinian liberation is the cause of all people of the world. Will we allow anyone to push us off this? Will we allow anyone to distract us from this? Are we going to be here after November 5th? Are we going to be here after November 5th? Are we going to be here after November 5th, 2028 if we have to? 2032 if we have to? 2036 if we have to? That's because we are the people of the world. We are an internationalist movement. We are an internationalist movement. We are an organized movement. We are a movement with principles. We are a people who stand for something. And we are a people who've built the kind of organizations that we need to keep fighting for this and to keep this going forward. I'm going to call up now my dear comrade and sister Leanne from the People's Forum.
Comrades and friends, the whole world is watching the upcoming elections of this country, and it seems like the whole world is holding its breath. But there's one person who is watching and is more nervous and paying the most attention. And that person is Benjamin Netanyahu. Why does Benjamin Netanyahu care so much? Because he and his country, his entire country existence is dependent on the United States government and its elections. Benjamin Netanyahu even said that he's going to wait. His whole government will wait. They're not going to think about negotiations. They're not going to think about a ceasefire until after the elections. And they did this with the green light and the okay from every section of the U.S. government. Friends, we know what that means. That means that they said, sure, go ahead, massacre, genocide, bomb all of Lebanon, go ahead and bomb Iran, go ahead and keep expanding your genocide to more and more sovereign people across the Arab and Middle East region until after the U.S. elections. And then to us, they tell us, be reasonable. Choose the reasonable option. Accept the terms. This protest and our movement has firmly declared that we do not accept their terms. We know that we do not live in a democracy if what's up for election has only one or two genocidal warmongers available for us to choose from. We know that this movement cannot be bought by a fake rationale that tells us we should choose an option that will just make life a a little easier for us. We are on the streets because we are against genocide, not because we are here to have something slightly better. It's important that we're here today. And it's important that we're here after November 5. And it's important that we're here for years to come, because what has happened this year has initiated a mass movement for Palestine, a mass movement for Lebanon, but most importantly, a mass movement that is ready to keep fighting until U.S. imperialism is fully defeated. Our message to Benjamin Netanyahu is that it doesn't matter what happens on November 5. That his dependency is what we are here fighting against. That we are here fighting against the fact that this is a U.S. genocide of the Palestinian people. This is a U.S. war against Lebanon. This is a U.S. war against the entire region, and no amount of deception can change that fact. So when we say no votes for genocide, we say not only are we not voting for genocide, but we are ready to struggle until we enact a real people's democracy that declares no war or genocide against anyone across the entire planet. We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Arms embargo now! We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Arms embargo now!
Embargo now!
Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Gaza! Free, free, free Gaza! We want justice, you say how? Hands off Jamelia now! We want justice, you say how? Stop arming Israel now! Stop arming Israel now! We want justice, you say how? Arms embargo now! Arms embargo now! Arms embargo now! This November we remember! Our demands we won't surrender! This November we remember! Our demands we won't surrender! Our demands we won't surrender! Our demands we won't surrender! Not another nickel, not another dime! No more money for Israel's crimes! Not another nickel, not another dime! No more money for Israel's crimes! Not another nickel, not another dime! No more money for Israel's crimes! From the river to the sea!
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 Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
From the sea to the river!
From the sea to the river!
Palestine will live forever!
Palestine will live forever!
Man and Mayan and Mayan! Palestine Arabia!
Palestine Arabia!
Man and Mayan and Mayan! Palestine Arabia! Resistance is justified!
Resistance is
you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Arms embargo now!
Arms embargo now!
We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Stop bombing Israel now!
Stop bombing Israel now!
Arms embargo 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 now!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
All right, everyone. We are live here in New York City. This is Union Square. Please smash that like button, share this live stream. They're going to get ready to march.
Stop the genocide. Just trying to fix something on my camera. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know if you... Yes, yeah.
Oh, here's good, yeah. So if you want to introduce yourself, you guys are veterans?
I am not. He's a veteran. I'm a member of Veterans for Peace.
Okay.
Associate member.
So just kind of tell me what brings you out here today. If you want, either one.
Well,
yeah, some of you and then
he's the best. And no.
Okay.
And this guy right here is a veteran as well.
Okay,
with
great.
The Palestinian flag.
I'd love to talk to him after, but
yeah. Why are we out here?
Yeah.
Well, I've been out since October 8th of last year. October 8th, it was very clear to me that this was not about self-defense. And my heart just breaks to see innocent people being slaughtered. So that's why I'm out here. I've been out here with this sign. This sign is over a year old now. And I keep taping it up. And it's over a year. I stand in front of our UN mission every Thursday for 2 hours trying to speak to our people, to our representatives, that this is just wrong. It's always been wrong.
Can I get your thoughts on the election? Having to choose between the two parties, it's the same bullshit. Yeah.
Well, you just said it. But, my thoughts has been for a long time that I can't pull a lever for anyone that supports genocide. Both parties support genocide. So I am going with Jill Stein. But I firmly believe that it's not voting that matters too much. It's what we do every day of our lives. There are many causes to stand up and fight for all the time. So voting is a one-time thing. I do vote. I always voted. Some people don't vote, and that's fine. You have to listen to your conscience. But I'll be going with Jill. I know she won't win, but it's all right. She's saying
seems like
the
build-up for the Green Party is really, it's taken like this whole year. It's kind of built up even more than the previous year, right?
Yeah. Well, the Green Party comes and goes and gets strong. And anyway, she's saying the things that I believe in, and so I'm going with her right now.
Now, do you think, if Harris loses, do you think it's because of her stance on supporting Israel and the genocide in Gaza?
I don't know. I would think so. I would think that has a huge part of it. But then again, if she, the way she's going right now, it's because Israel lobby has just been supporting her so much. So it's hard to tell what would make her win or lose. But I'm not. I don't concern myself with either of those parties right now. I'm a Democrat, long-time Democrat, but I vote for issues. I don't vote party. And they really lost me a long time ago. For the past year, I can't vote for anyone that supports the genocide, the killing. So, God bless. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Sure, thank you.
Sir, from a veteran's perspective, talk about your feelings, what you've been seeing this past year, Israel and...
It's a disgrace what our country is feeding them money and arms. It's a disgrace.
Yeah. And what do you think about these politicians who continue to support?
The same. They're a disgrace. And you asked the question about her losing. Maybe there's a lot of people upset with this Gaza situation, and they're going to vote another way.
Right.
And Jill Stein's on top of the list. They'll be blaming us that she lost because of this Gaza bullshit. Right. This is Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
How you doing, my brother?
We have another veteran here, right? Vet? I don't want your money.
Rifle instructor in the Marine Corps, 1961. I didn't know any better. Teaching people how to shoot to kill. I was an expert marksman. But anyway, you know about the USS Liberty?
I don't.
The USS Liberty was attacked June 8, 1967. Israel murdered 34 American sailors, and they wounded 172, and they got away with it. Johnson covered it up. And they were threatened with treason by Johnson and McNamara, who was the Secretary of Defense. We're trying to reopen an investigation by the Department of Navy on the USS Liberty. Now, what else you want to talk about, my brother?
Talk to me about your perspective from a veteran's perspective. What's been going on? Talk to me about the politicians. We got the election coming up.
Well, the country... I love the country, I love the people, but the government is criminal. We have a criminal enterprise, our American government. We're worse than Israel because we could stop the genocide that's going on in Gaza right now, but we refuse. We're imperialistic. I think now we're going to take the whole Mideast. We're going to try and take the whole Mideast. It looks like what's going to happen. Yep. But anyway, I'm going to start marching, my brother. Thank you for giving you our time and putting it on the camera.
Absolutely.
Thank you
very much, guys. I'll see you around.
Thank you.
Take care. All right, guys. So the march is starting. They are leaving Union Square. Looks like they're going to be... Alright, so we are moving west, on 14th Street. Again, we just left Union Square. So looks like we have almost about 600 people watching. Listen, guys, we need your support to keep us on the ground, keep us covering these stories, covering the protests all over the country, from LA to New York to Washington to Philly, Chicago, East Palestine, Ohio, Flint, Michigan. Status Coup is the only outlet doing this type of work on the ground, covering stories all over the country. So please, if you can, become a member of StatusCoup.com/join. Things are going to get real crazy. This is my outlook from covering protests and other stories all over the country. Things are not looking good after next week. It's going to get real crazy. Could be a lot of violence, a lot of political violence, a lot of shit going on. So we want you to help. We need your help to keep us working, keep us covering these stories, keep us on the ground. So become a member, StatusCoup.com/join. Sign up, $5 a month. Jordan and I will be going to Pennsylvania the next few days.
We want justice, you say how? We want justice.
one solution.
There is only one solution.
Intifada revolution.
Intifada revolution. USA pays. How many kids we kill today? Israel falls, USA pays. How many kids? 5, 6, 7, 8. Somewhere up everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So if you're looking for an estimate on the numbers, I would say maybe about 500, 600 people.
Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
From the river to the sea!
From the river to the From the sea to the river.
From the sea to the river.
Palestine will live forever.
Palestine will live forever.
Palestine will live forever.
liberation is here. That's how you make us proud.
income tax and what's the
regardless of whether it's Trump or Harris in office, the move is going to continue going forward and growing. Tactics are always decided based on the conditions. So it's definitely true that there may be different conditions under either administration. It's a little bit too soon to tell. Even now, this past year, we've had one administration, multiple different moments, different conditions. So we will see. But besides tactics, the strategy here, that's so important for everyone who cares about Palestine, who cares about ending U.S. wars. We need the masses. We need a mass movement. And so we're going to continue reaching people who we haven't reached before. This is the one thing that they'll never give up, no matter what. So it doesn't matter who is elected. And this is we're going to continue going for it.
My thoughts are we have no one good in this country who is going to defend the people who cannot defend themselves. And it's a crime that in this amazing United States, we can't have a candidate who is pro-people, living in freedom. That's my view.
She refused to change her stance on Israel and the genocide.
I don't think people in this country care about the Middle East. They care about their wallets. So, that's both candidates. Well, both candidates on the ticket. You're welcome. God bless
All right, for those who are wondering, we are passing West 28. All right, I gotta move up here. I just gotta situate myself. It's a little difficult to walk backwards the whole time and try and do interviews, worrying about the lighting, having to adjust for the lighting. Sometimes I just need to reset. Alright, so the protest is approaching Herald Square. That's 34th Street and 6th Avenue.
Be a good fella. Show your
right, so I'm thinking the numbers might be a little bit higher than 500, 600. Maybe just a couple hundred more, but there's definitely a lot of people out today. Again, we are the only outlet that is here covering this. There is no other news network. There are just photographers. But again, mainstream media is ignoring thousands of people out in the street demanding an end to the genocide, the U.S.-funded genocide happening in Palestine. It's been like this for a year. We have been basically the only outlet covering the protests. I've covered well over hundreds of protests this past year. So if you do appreciate that, the coverage, please go to StatusCoup.com/join. Sign up as a member, $5 a month. We are passing 7th Avenue now. This is the near Penn Station. marching west, 34th Street.
Your eye earlier. We will be victorious. Resistance is glorious. We will be victorious. Viva, viva Palestina! Lucha, lucha Palestina! 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 Long live the Intifada! Resistance is glorious! We will be victorious! We will be victorious! The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine!
So the protest has arrived at the New York Times building. This is on 8th Avenue and West 40th Street. So the New York Times is right here. march is going through Times Square right now. Let me get to the sidewalk. I'll get a pedestrian perspective here.
victorious. When people are occupied. Free Palestine. From the river to the sea. Open up the prison doors. 5, 6, 7, 8.
So this protest is arriving at the New York Public Library.
Palestine will live forever.
Alright, so it looks like they're going to take the steps of the public library. Alright, police have already set up the barricades so they cannot go past a certain point. right, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. They're gonna wrap up pretty soon. So just a heads up, Jordan and I will be in Pennsylvania. The night before election day, and election day we're going to be in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure exactly where. So we will be live again before election day. So make sure you are subscribed to our channel. If you're not, subscribe now. But also we need your support any way you can. Donations, becoming a member. StatusCoup.com/join. Sign up as a member, $5 a month. That helps us with the cost of our reporting on the ground in different states. Like I said before, the networks, corporate media is not here as usual. They, for the past year, have ignored thousands of millions of people all over the country, demanding an end to the genocide, demanding that the U.S. stops funding Israel, and yet the politicians refuse to listen. The media ignores it. All right, let's see, maybe one more speech, and then I'm going to wrap it up. But I want to thank you all for your support and any super chats. Have a good rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Shit's about to get crazy after this election. So make sure you are staying tuned, looking out for any videos and live streams that we're going to be doing. All right. Take care, everyone. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching, sharing, liking. We will see you. Look out for us on Monday. Like I said, Jordan and I will be probably in Pennsylvania somewhere. All right, everyone. Take care.